Hey folks, Daniel here with American Hanger Projects. On today's episode, we're going to be removing the decals off the 1970 Mercury Cougar Eliminator, and we're going to get started on that here momentarily. Before I start the removal of the decals, I'm going to start off with measuring everything thoroughly. Want to make sure that when I'm ready to put back on, we've got good measurements to duplicate what came off. I have the new decals on order right now from the folks at West Coast Classic Cougars. I'd like to give them a shout out because without them, a lot of the parts on this car, I just wouldn't be able to find. So the first step you're gonna see is we're gonna be measuring everything pretty thoroughly. I'll be taking photos of everything, so hopefully it'll be a little easier to put back together. And then third thing is I'm gonna take some paper. I'm gonna lay it over the top of the decals and cut the paper so that it matches the body lines. And then I'll take an etching of it just as extra insurance to make sure that I know what, have a better idea of how to put the decals back on. Anyway, that's it. I'll get started here. Thanks. Okay, so here's where I'm at with this. I've gone ahead and taken detailed measurements over the whole car on where the decals go. It's quite striking how big of a difference there is between either side, which makes me feel a little bit better whenever I go to put the new ones on. That they don't have to be perfect. I got to go into the workspace back there, my paint booth / clean room. Depending on when it is. And I've got the left fender in there. I'll go ahead and make those measurements. Not only did I take measurements, but I made little etchings for each critical spot on there. So hopefully it'll be a better guide. And I've got pictures of everything. And you saw me take pictures of all the details with the measurements and stuff like that. So here we are. We got about as much as I can possibly do without leaving the decals on the car. Wish me luck. I have to admit the next step in this is making me really nervous. I don't know why. Maybe just because I've seen my whole life, I've seen this car look exactly like it is, maybe a little bit shinier. So taking off the decals is kind of like taking away a little bit of his identity, but it's a temporary thing. Looking forward to getting the car looking right. Obviously looking forward to getting the car working right. And this is going to be a great car when I'm done. Big thanks to everybody who's helping support me on this. This is definitely a childhood dream in the making. So we'll see where we're at. Anyway, back to work. All right, so here we are. Got most of the decals off of the car. Still have some touch-up stuff to do. There's some of the decals that just didn't quite come off quite yet. I'll go ahead and clean all that stuff up, but for the most part, this Cougar is stripped naked. So anyway, we're gonna get back to work here. Exciting, terrifying, but it's getting closer. I know with every piece I take apart, I'm just that much closer to getting it back together. So I'll go ahead and finish this stuff up. Mike should be around this weekend to keep working on body work, get us a little closer to paint. And yeah, my next step after doing this is, you'll see I'll be pulling off the right fender and start to work on the suspension on that, because the body work on that right fender can be done on the bench. We're gonna paint everything individually, paint the, and then paint the car, the body itself. Not at the same time, but all individually. Do a really good thorough paint job on it. Make sure everything is right. So giving this car a new lease on life after, well, 50 years of being around, and I'm excited. It's getting closer every day. All right, I'm back to work. I'll see you in a bit. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please click that thumbs up button and let us know that you enjoyed it. Also, follow American Hanger on Facebook and Instagram, and if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to our channel.